Inside a cozy, firelit lodge, tension quietly brews between two of the most powerful figures on Earth. Superman stands tall, arms crossed, looking directly at the Dark Knight. "You're wrong, Batman." Batman doesn't flinch. He steps forward, voice low and steady. "Jay Nakamura cannot be trusted." To Bruce, Jay's ties to a group called the Revolutionaries, labeled violent extremists, are too dangerous to ignore. But John isn't backing down. He fires back with calm defiance. "I'm pretty sure people have called you a violent extremist before." Batman listens. But he doesn't budge. And John? He's not just defending Jay, he's standing his ground as Superman. Batman doesn't mince words. "You're young, emotional, and from what I've observed, too trusting. I'm concerned you can be manipulated." He looks at John, the son of Superman, like a general assessing a soldier. "With Clark away, someone has to look out for you." But John doesn't flinch. "I don't need your protection." His voice is sharp, defiant, and deeply personal. Batman replies coldly but with undeniable logic. "I'm not just protecting you. Your decisions affect all of us. You're the most powerful being on this planet. Start acting like it." John's fists clench. He wants to yell. He wants to rip Batman's cowl off and shove his words right back at him. But in the silence, a terrifying thought creeps in. He could be right. And then everything stops. A breeze of calm and wisdom enters the room. It's Jonathan Kent, Clark's father, standing with a coffee mug in each hand. One reads "World's Best Dad." The other? "World's Best Mom." With a warm smile and steel in his voice, he addresses the Dark Knight. "Bruce, I'd like a word, son." They step outside. The Kent family cabin stands peacefully in the mountains, a far cry from Gotham's shadows. Jonathan Kent takes a sip from his mug and stares into the night sky. "It's a nice view, but I miss the farm." Batman, stoic as ever, stands beside him. "I'm sorry you and Martha are in danger, Mr. Kent. Your anonymity should have been safeguarded." Jonathan responds with calm wisdom. "You don't approve of Clark telling the world who he is? I think we have an obligation to protect the people in our lives who aren't invulnerable." Batman answers. Then Jonathan smiles. "Ah, there it is. Alfred knew the risks, son. He was proud to be beside you, to fight the good fight." Batman flinches, not from the words but the surprise behind them. "How could you possibly know what Alfred?" Jonathan cuts in softly, "Because we spoke almost every week." Bruce turns toward him, caught off guard. "I didn't know you and Alfred spoke." Jonathan smiles, but there's a gravity behind it. "You don't know everything, son." He looks to the sky. "Alfred was one of the only people we could confide in. Martha and I were the same for him. We call and talk about you and Clark. Share our fears, our frustrations. But mostly, Alfred just boasted about you. And we did the same." There's a long pause. The night air is still. "I miss him," Jonathan says quietly. "He was a great man. And he loved you dearly." Bruce's concern sharpens. "I'm worried John's feelings for Jay could cloud his judgment, especially being so young." Jonathan replies without skipping a beat. "Age has nothing to do with the decisions we make for love. You're a grown superhero, and Alfred told me you almost married Catwoman." Bruce, caught mid-deflection, is interrupted again. "That's hardly." Jonathan raises an eyebrow. "Is Damian's mother an assassin?" Bruce hesitates. "Yes." Jonathan takes a sip from his World's Best Dad mug. "It's okay. We've all been there. Martha and I were possibly the most reckless of all. Love led us to raise an alien that fell from the sky." He looks out at the mountains. "You made mistakes when you were starting out. And Alfred didn't get in your way no matter how scared he was. John needs to be able to make mistakes too." Batman clenches his jaw. There's a shadow of guilt behind his cowl. "If Superman makes mistakes, people die." Jonathan turns, now serious but not unkind. "No." Jonathan Kent reminisces quietly. "When John was young, he had a cat. Goldie. A hawk descends like a nightmare from the sky. The poor thing was taken one day by a hawk. We see young John rushing into the scene shouting, 'Let her go.' He fires heat vision, but it's too late. He didn't have all of his powers then, but he tried to save it. The cat is lost. He failed." Jonathan pauses, the memory still raw. "From that moment, John has been cautious. I'd say overly so." We see John kneeling in the grass, devastated. "He may make mistakes, but he will never, ever let harm come to anything, or anyone, again if he can prevent it." Batman responds, "If I'm right about Jay." Jonathan cuts him off gently. "Then John will work it out. He's idealistic, not naive. But he may see something you've missed. He turns, walking the deck with his mug. Everything that boy's been through, and he still looks for the best in everyone. Batman tightens his stance. That can be dangerous. Do you really want John searching for the good in the worst people? Jonathan smiles. Actually, I'd argue it's exactly what you want from the most powerful person on the planet. He turns to face Bruce directly. And of the two of us, who has the most experience raising a Superman? With quiet certainty he finishes, if there's something sinister about Jay, John will find it. That was the story, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. See you next time.